Nintendo.
You're right people, my name is Just James and in this video I have been tagged by Dancentral to answer 5 questions from some guy I don't know who he is. This video I'm going to answer the 5 questions and then tag 3 other people. Hopefully they'll do the response and it will just keep getting bigger and bigger. Thank you Dan for tagging me in the video because it sounds weird me saying this, but I always enjoy people mentioning my name or anything to do with me in their videos. It sort of makes me feel recognised and, you know, people actually watch my videos and know who I am. It's sort of a nice feeling, so thanks for doing that Dan. And let's get on with the questions. The first question is, what state do you live in? Now these questions were obviously made by someone from America because people in England don't live in states. We live in counties and cities and towns and villages, and we don't live in states. So the county that I live in is Cheshire. It's up north, northwest of England. I'm about half an hour from Manchester, so I never say I'm from Cheshire, I just say I'm from Manchester. Or if you know this place, it's called Stockport. I'm basically in Stockport, if you've heard of it before. Not a nice area, but I love Manchester, so I think when I'm older I'm going to move into the city a bit more, so I'm closer to the actual city centre, but Stockport is an absolute shithole. And yeah, that's where I'm from. Second question, what got you into collecting? For me, I don't really consider myself as a video game collector. I think of myself more as a video game lover or an enthusiast. I just like playing video games rather than just buying them and keeping them. Like, I play all the ones that I buy rather than just collecting them. Say if I don't like a video game, I'll sell it on and just keep the games that I love. So I wouldn't consider myself as a collector. But what actually got me into video games in general was my parents, I think, and my auntie, I think, as well, and my uncle. When I was younger, my parents used to be obsessed with a PlayStation 1, and you know, they had Spyro, they had Heart of Darkness, Crash Bandicoot, and all those amazing games which I used to love playing. Well, I thought I used to love playing, but then since I found out that they used to just give me a controller that wasn't plugged in, and then like me thinking I was playing the game but I wasn't, so I wasn't really playing the games, but I loved watching them. And eventually, when I was about 5 or 6 or something, they bought me a Game Boy Advance SP, which I love to bits. I've still got it up there. It's a fantastic console, and I used to play Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Hamtaro, so I think it went from there really. Then after that I was getting a PlayStation 2, Nintendo DS, which was like my childhood. Like, I absolutely loved that when I was like 9, 10, something like that. But I think YouTube got me back into like wanting to play my old childhood games. Like, I've been buying them back, like Crash Bandicoot and all the old ones. So I think you guys have been a big inspiration to, you know, me and buying old video games and retro gaming and all that. I think it's been you guys. What does your significant other think of your hobby or your video game habit? Now, first things first with this question. If I was with somebody who didn't like me playing video games or didn't like me having that kind of hobby, I probably wouldn't be happy in that relationship. I have a girlfriend now, I've been with her for about 2 months. She loves video games, I love video games, it works well. Sometimes she even wants to play on the PS3 and play GTA, she asks me. So she obviously really likes video games. She plays on the PS2 at her house and she has an Xbox as well. And she absolutely loves Final Fantasy, which I'd never played before. She introduced me to the game and it's actually pretty good. Her liking Final Fantasy and liking video games, it's all good. I can play them without getting told off for playing video games and getting called sad or whatever. I think the key to have a good relationship with me is if people like the same things as me and, you know, have the same interests, and it's sort of something to share, and playing video games together is like the best thing ever. Like, it's just perfect. So that is my answer to that question. Next question, what is your favourite video game of all time? This is a fucking hard question, people. If I had to really pinpoint a game and just say that is the one that is the best, I'd probably say Animal Crossing, which it sounds like, you know, why would you choose that as your best game ever? But I think out of the whole of my collection, or any video game that I've ever played, Animal Crossing has been the game that I've spent the most hours on. I can find myself getting lost in the game and just playing for ages, and you know, it's its own little world, and it's just such a lovely game to play. It's dead cute, and the music's amazing, and just love the game. There are so many games that come close to being as good as that game. Like, I'd say Crash Bandicoot was very close. You know, Spyro and all the old games that I used to love as a kid. I don't know if I would even call Animal Crossing the all-time best game, but if I had to really choose, that would be the game that I'd always think was the game that I used to love, and I used to think it was my favourite game of all time as a kid. Yeah, I think Animal Crossing would have to be my favourite. It's a great game, and if you haven't played it, definitely check it out. Final question now, and this one is a bit weird for me because when I started YouTube, well, not this channel, I have had like 3 YouTube channels. My first YouTube channel was, I used to want to do like video game commentary, so like make a COD gameplay commentary video. I know that's kind of bad, but I used to want to do that as a kid, and I've seen people like White Boy 7th Street, which you probably never heard of, or like those kind of guys, Syndicate, which is like, he's gone massive now, hasn't he? He's got loads of subscribers. Then I think when I seen this retro gaming community, I think the first guy that led me into it was probably Jurassic Junkie. Like, I used to love his videos, and I think then he mentioned a few people and I subscribed to them. X-File was another one that I subscribed to quite early on, and Darren Walshop, which I think he's changed his name to, what is it now? Stella Boxhead, that's it. And tootyuk was another one that I subscribed to a long time ago. And that's really what started it off, I think. Like, I remember when I was first starting off on YouTube, I didn't want to subscribe to too many people, so like I had about 10 people which I watched, because I felt like when I subscribed to people, and the more I subscribed to, I just eventually like forget everyone that I'd subscribed to and only watch, you know, a couple of YouTubers. So then I unsubscribed to them, and so like I ended up only watching like 5 or 6 people for ages, and that was like Darren Walshop, Jurassic Junkie, tootyuk, X-File 2708, William37 was another one that, well, he reached out to me first of all, and then I started watching his videos. So those guys were like what really got me started into, you know, my YouTube hobby, and since then I've subscribed to loads of people. I think over 100 people, I'm not too sure. I love watching new channels, and you know, if you're a new channel, comment in the comment section below, I'll check you out. Especially if you do videos similar to mine. I do like watching people that do similar stuff. So this video is probably fucking well long compared to all my other videos. People that I want to tag, hopefully you guys can definitely do another video response, because I don't know if people will ever actually do a response to my video, but if you can, that would be really appreciated. And if you haven't been tagged in this video, do a video response and I will, you know, link it in my description, whatever. So hopefully these people that I'll tag will do a video response. So people that I want to do a video response and I will tag is, first one is itrytohelpp, a great YouTuber. She's a good friend of mine. She always comments on my videos, or most of them I think. Check her out if you haven't already. She's American, so she'll be able to answer the first question, what state you're from. She's kind of like me where, you know, sometimes she doesn't upload videos for ages, then sometimes she does, but I think she does do really good videos, so check her out. And yeah. Next 2 people I am nominating are Interghost Adam. He is a great YouTuber. I've known him on YouTube for quite a while now. Yes, I hope to see a video response from you, pal. And the last person is tootyuk. Now he is another great guy. I mean, I've known him, I've been watching his videos for years now on YouTube, and I hope to see a video response from you. I mean, if you guys don't want to do a video response, it is fine. But anyone else who wants to do a video response, post it in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time.